Assalamu alaikum family, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This video looks so nice, you guys. I turned on like a really good angle because it is actually cold today, and well, you can't see that it's cold today, but it's raining a little bit, but it doesn't look like it in the video. That's funny. But I wanted to let you guys know, I don't know what I'm gonna name this video. I wanted to let you guys know how they are so relentless, why they're so relentless, and a pattern that the unseen beings, okay, if you don't like this kind of video, click out of it, go watch my old story time videos. This is not a story time, but I was thinking about spiritual warfare, right? As a lot of us receive it pretty much every day. A long time ago, I had a dream, and I didn't even add this in my dreams video. If you haven't seen my dreams video, I think it's interesting. Go watch my dreams video. But I didn't add this into my dreams video because this happened like forever ago, and similar dreams have happened. Let me just tell you the dream. I was dreaming. Of course, this is in the spiritual world, and I was taken in my dream. I was taken in something that felt like it wasn't like a spaceship or anything like that. I felt like I was sitting inside of something. It felt like a half of an eggshell, but I was like floating, but I was like sitting inside of half of an eggshell, like if an eggshell was broken in half, but I was like floating inside of that. But I was taken through this world of an entire planet of these beings, these really tall beings. A lot of them were mischievous, but they were in there. They didn't even see me, but it was like, I don't want to say I was like driving. I was like floating. I think actually I was floating, but I was floating straight through and even curving around this world of these entities that, like I said, they never saw me, but they were like in court. They had their own world. It was their own world, and they were in court. They had families. They were just doing everything mostly like what human beings were doing, but I knew that they were not human beings. Just how they were shaped and how they looked. And you know what? I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel scared. As scared as I was at that time in my life, as afraid as I was that I was of everything going on at that time, in my sleep state, in this dream, I was not afraid, okay? But I was like floating through this world of all these like dirty spirited, some of them were mischievous, some of it a lot. They were like regular, like adults, children, like everything. They were on their own world, and I was like floating through them. But while I was floating through them, I was hovered by something. I don't know what it was that was like around me, but they never saw me floating through them. Don't know how or why I would even be floating through them, but they were having meetings. I can't even remember every single thing they were doing, but like different groups of them having meetings and everything. You guys, I hope you can hear me. I have the heat on, and so yeah, but they were like having meetings and things like that. And I don't really remember how the dream ended. It's been too long. I don't know if I ever remember how it ended, even from a long time ago. But now, knowing what I know now and going through a lot of spiritual warfare, even now, even though you go through different levels of it, and the more stubborn you are to falling for the tricks of the enemy, the more they fall away. I told y'all that in the other video. The more they just fall away once you start to praise God and say like, God is stronger than you. You're not welcome here. God is stronger than you. You have to leave and don't return. They fall away. The more you are courageous and know that God is there with you, and as soon as you start calling on his name, calling for help from him, they just start falling away. For real, you got to try it. You got to get the courage to try it when you feel like you're under attack, and you'll see like, oh yeah, the more you call on the name of God, like they just start falling away and stuff like that. So okay, this is how they're never relentless. We have a certain amount of beings that are assigned to us to attack us, okay? Yes, we have angels that come and stop this, right? because angels directly, they listen to God. They don't even have an option. They listen to God. Like when he sends them to, fight in the spiritual realm for you, so that a lot of these bad things don't come to like the earthly realm. It won't even come to the earthly realm because they're fighting for you in the spiritual realm, because you are in constant, consistent remembrance of God. And his name is, he's always on your mind. His name is always on your tongue. It's for those people that just, anyways, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, I remember being taken through a whole world of them, and they didn't see me. They didn't try to attack me or anything like that. But they are assigned to us, right? And then once you start reaching new levels and having new confidence in God, that no matter what your physical or your earthly circumstances look like, or just whatever is going on in your life, everybody is not doing bad, but like whatever is going on in your life, the more you have confidence in God is in that he's going to do for you whatever it is that he promised you, as long as you are doing whatever he told you to do. It's like a partnership. You have a relationship with God, and this is how it works. You have to always constantly be in obedience to God. And usually, and that's not easy. That's just flowing out of my mouth. That's even not easy, because there's always some unseen or something always to try and get in the way, to try and deter you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, they take turns. They come in groups. I think this is what people call gang stalking, I think. Okay, if anybody knows exactly what that is, you can put it in the comments. But I think that's what it is. When you are under constant attack, from in the spiritual realm and in the earthly realm, what happens is when that group of those demons, those jinns, those shayateen, those whatever, those beings, a lot of times they're being mischievous, what happens is they will fall away and a new group comes. Meanwhile, you're getting tired and you are only in reliance on God to pull you through the situation, because he's all powerful. We don't have any power. We just rely on him for everything. Forgiveness, guidance, every single thing, strength, every single thing. So yeah, so that's how they are relentless. Okay, I'm not I think maybe I'll name the video that. That's how they're relentless all the time, because they switch out groups to come and attack you. And the higher levels you are reaching in the spiritual realm through dhikrullah and through just constant remembrance of our Creator, the more they start falling away. And that's why they say new levels, new devils. Those old ones will fall away because they know they can't trick you. They know they can't tempt you into certain things. Everybody's not tempted in the same areas as some other people, So they will just start falling away because they're like, there's nothing we can do about her, and she's only going to just knock us away by having the help of God and his angels to like knock them away and stuff like that. To scare them away. They oh my gosh. I'm so annoyed that I didn't know then, but how was I supposed to know? You got to go through the hardships to even learn those kind of lessons. Like, if you know just how scared they are, they do hurtful, scary things to us. But then when you know that they are actually more scared of you than you are of them, then you're like, okay, I got this. So yeah, that's how they do it. They switch out and they take turns, and then meanwhile you're just one person, and you're just like, you just put it all on the Creator, and then he just takes care of everything. But what will keep you clean is staying in pure remembrance of God. Keep his name on your tongue. Stay as clean as you can. Keep yourself as pure and as clean as you can. Always be desperate for God, because he's always looking out for us, always watching out for us, keeping us safe from things. Like I said before, remember I told y'all, there's things that we don't even know about that God keeps us protected from. And sometimes that could look like rejection, like, oh, I wanted to go here, I wanted to go there, I wanted to do this, that, just whatever it is. And if he does not allow it, this is his protection on you, although you may have had the desire to go wherever it was or do whatever you wanted to do. Sometimes he delays that process because he sees everything. We don't see everything. So that's it. They take turns, and yeah, there's whole entire worlds of them. They call them, some people call it like the Jezebel principality. That's why there's certain spirits over certain areas. You will notice the difference with people from New York to different from people from Nevada, from different from people from Missouri to Iowa. Different spirits are over different places. So I can't get too deep into that. And you guys, sometimes if you're wondering how a person knows they had to go through that spiritual warfare, and God drops, he gives them he gives those people who are constantly calling on his name and spending a lot of time with him in the day, at the night, like he just gives that to you. These are not things that are just like written down in books. He shows you certain visions, and what ends up happening, I feel like what ends up happening in the end, people think you're a weirdo, which is okay, because that only keeps you close with God. And when you're always constantly talking to God, you don't need a lot of people to talk to, because he gives you what? The peace that surpasses all understanding. Like, you don't even care about that. In fact, you'd rather be by yourself, just because people are so messy and smile in your face, hold the door open for you at the gas station, but they will be ripping you apart. That's how way too many people are. Not every person, of course, but way too many people. So yeah, that's I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. Sometimes I feel like I have a lot to say, and as soon as I push record, some of it goes away. Don't know why that happens. But I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Take care. Take care of your spiritual, mental health, your physical health. Be grateful for everything you have, like deeply, deeply grateful. Not, oh, I'm grateful for my house and my car and my children, and yeah, be grateful, but feel that gratitude, and then let God know all the time. Remember I said, don't just say it once or twice. You gotta deeply be very grateful for everything that he's giving you. If he's giving you nothing, then you take care of the nothing that he's giving you. You're alive. You have everything you need. Everybody doesn't have everything at all at once, all at the same time. Some people have it all and lose it all. Make sure your gratitude goes really, really deep, and not gratitude that you're saying for other people's ears. Let God know, okay? He already knows, but just let him know. I'm rambling at this point. Take care.